You play tough teams at the beginning of your seasons, that's for sure. And I'm sure those teams love to play Snowflake as well. So I want to ask you about a couple of plays. Let me talk about two plays with Taryn Green. One was a screen pass that he caught for a big-time conversion as you were moving the ball down the field on a particular drive. The other was late in the game. You needed to take time off the clock. You needed to get that thing, shorten the game at the end, and you were facing a 3rd down and 9, and you handed the ball off. I thought it was a gutsy. It caught me by surprise. Your call by Trevor Reddick, your offensive coordinator, but he gives the ball up the middle to Taryn, and Taryn battles and fights for maybe a 13, 14-yard gain and converts the first down and moves the chains. Wow. I mean, moments like that are huge moments in the outcome of a game that maybe a lot of fans don't really dwell on or think about, but they make such a difference, and those were two big plays.
You know, and if you're a student of the game and spend as much time watching on Saturdays and Sundays as a lot of us probably do, then you'll see NFL teams do the same thing when they know that a team's sitting on pass and they've maybe got an extra defensive back in or something like that. And of course, it depends on your personnel. And when you got a Taryn Green in the backfield, you saw it tonight several times. He was hit, there was contact either in the backfield or at the line of scrimmage, and he still managed to make 7, 8, 10 yards or more. And, he's that kind of a running back. So it's good to have that as an offensive threat as well, even in a 3rd and long situation. So I agree with you. As a play caller, I think Coach Reddick did an awesome job tonight. That's a tough position to be in, and to, making those kind of calls and thinking in those directions. And of course, he's got people in his ear that are helping him with those as well. And I think they did a really good job. The only one I'm going to question is I probably should have just gone ahead and let Sam kick a field goal when we're up just by one score basically there, when we're right there in field goal range. But we'll sit and talk about that tomorrow night, and I'm so happy that Sam got a field goal tonight. We need his confidence. We need him, and I told him we need one of those a game. We're gonna expect that from you, and we're gonna need that from you, and so we're gonna keep working to make that happen too.
All right, last play I'm going to ask you about is the game-saving defensive play by Ryson Stewart. He intercepts the ball inside the 5-yard line with an American Leadership Academy offense that had the last couple of possessions been moving the ball well. I mean, they went on the longest drive I've ever seen in my life. They took the ball from about the 1-foot line, their 1-foot line, and took it in for a scoring drive, a touchdown. And it didn't take them long. I mean, less than 2 minutes, I think, they were able to move the ball that distance of the field. I mean, the ball was on the goal line, and they go the distance. So they had a hot hand there at the end of the game. Ryson Stewart going one-on-one defensively, had to go up a jump ball with a guy that he was given a little bit of height to, and he took the ball away. He made that great interception to save the game at the end of the game.
Certainly a key play, and you're right, that was a great drive. I mean, Coach Reisdorf, Coach JT Slade, they've got a great team there, and I told the boys, I said, we'll most likely see them again down the road at some point, or at least be competing with them for what we want to accomplish. But they definitely had the momentum at that point in the game, and it just kept, you kept feeling like you need a break, and you kind of just live on faith that that's going to come at some point in time. You don't always want it to be right down on the opposite goal line, with that kind of a threat, but no, Ryson did a great job. I felt like our DBs did, especially on the deep ball tonight, did a good job of covering the deep ball and not letting that happen. Some stuff got away from us underneath and in the middle of the field a little bit, but you need playmakers. Like you brought up Caden earlier. We talked about Taryn, and there again, Ryson. When we needed the play, Ryson came up with the play, and Ryson, Josh Solomon, they're both coming back as cornerbacks from last year, and we got a lot of faith in them that they're gonna do that for us all year long when it counts.
And we never even really spent time talking about Noah Baum and the great night that he had catching the ball for you. Coach, I want to let you get out of here, but I got to ask you one last thing, and that is, Did JT Slade slip you a $20 bill to mention his name in this postgame? I can't believe you mentioned JT Slade.
We love JT. JT and his dad Tim. All these mountain guys that we felt like we were getting ready to play a mountain coaching staff at least. I know the kids grew up they're from down in the valley, but what a great program they have going down there, and I'm excited to see where they go throughout the rest of the year too, and see follow them. And like I say, I based on what we saw tonight, there's a good chance that if we get where we want to go and they get where they want to go, we're playing that team again down the road.
Yeah, I could see it happening for sure, Coach. A great win for you and your team, and we congratulate you. Enjoy this one. You got a big week of work ahead of you.
We do, absolutely. Going down to Thatcher, and they're never easy. So I'm excited though.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
There's Coach Kay Solomon and his guys get it done. 22-20, the final score. Snowflake has defeated the American Leadership Academy Eagles of Gilbert North, and what a night it was for him and his boys. Folks, I want to thank you for joining us on the Sports Zone Radio presentation of the Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota. Final score again, Snowflake 22 and American Leadership of Gilbert 20. Final score.